Hi, everyone. And for those of you that are CrossFitters, happy CrossFit season. I am recording this during the middle of the CrossFit Open. Hope your open workouts are going really well. This is the March 2023 marketing news update. And I've got a couple of very interesting, fun things, very practical and actionable for you this month. So before we get started, I wanted to let you know if you're listening to this podcast, that is awesome. But if you want some of the visuals and different things in context, I'm also on video for the marketing news as well. You can hop over to the YouTube channel and check that out there. All right, so let's get into the news. Okay, so first I have up is video and text. So I see a lot of articles for years and years about video versus text. I've actually talked about that myself. But what I'm seeing now going into 2023 and beyond, and I saw it in 2022, is you want to think of it as video and text, right? You want to create blog articles that have video embedded in them that support the text and vice versa. This is going to get you better engagement, even than doing each of them separately. Like video's got great engagement. Text has good engagement. You're going to get better for both of them. Because with a blog article on your website, the text is going to give the video context and provide you an opportunity for more people to want to look at it. Meaning they're going to read it, they're going to see the title, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I want to see that video because I know it's embedded in this particular article, so I know that they're related. It's going to keep them on your site longer. If they're watching the video that's embedded, they're on your page. They're not out at YouTube watching it. We're not pushing them out. If your video has supporting material, you're giving them a PDF or you want them to listen to a different audio file. You know, if you've listened to this podcast before, I often reference multiple previous episodes. I'll talk about video I've created, and within the context of the article, you can have all of that there really nicely formatted. You can create a really nice button for a download, which I think is super helpful. Instead of in YouTube, where all you can do is put a link and it's sitting in the description, and it's very hard to call things out inside of YouTube. The other great thing is your blog article can now have two schemas associated to it. A schema tells Google what is actually in the article so it knows how to pull things up. It's a little bit of tech code language. There are applications like Rank Math out there that create the schemas for you automatically, so don't worry about the techie side of it. But the blog article will have an article schema saying, hey, this is an article. And then it'll also have a video schema saying, hey, there's video in here. And what Google has been doing, at least in 2022, if not earlier, is if someone is searching for something, they're going to lift the video schema articles and even pull from YouTube directly before they're going to list the articles. So if your topic is got other, you've got competitors' videos out there, you stand a good chance of getting up and above them by having the video and the text together because, again, it's helpful. It's useful content that people want. So if you are doing video, great. Start creating blog articles to associate with that video. If you're not, consider doing video and don't be afraid to keep the text. So next up, it's another update about video. Video is definitely the biggest content consumption out there at the moment. And so when people are consuming your video, you're putting it out there for a reason. So you want to get them to do or participate as much as possible. And this is where interactive video comes in. You can create a video and have hotspots and choices on the video screen itself, not below it, not around it, actually embedded into the video. So for example, the picture that's up here is it's a recipe walkthrough, and you can have different proteins for what the recipe is about. And so in the beginning they explain it, And then they get to this point of the video and they say, okay, now choose your protein. And you click on the plate, and now the video starts talking about the recipe in the context of which protein that you choose. It's a little bit more involved. It's a little more in depth, but it's highly interactive, which means they're going to stay engaged longer. And there are so many different things that you could do with something like this. So I think the possibilities are endless. If you're doing video now and you're looking, how can I step up my video game? This is how you're going to step up that game. The only problem is that it's not working in YouTube right now. I'm hoping at some point YouTube will let us pull that in. YouTube has its own little set of features like the cards and stuff, but again, they're not as interactive as something like this where you can create a block that looks like a button in your fonts and your colors. But there are systems out there, video recording and editing systems that will allow you to put these hotspots in. Camtasia, which is the one that I'm using, allows that. It's just you got to find the right platform to host it on so that it's supported and it actually works. And Camtasia, TechSmith actually has a platform. I put a couple of these out in the past, and I might be doing more of them going forward because they have that hosting platform. The only problem is it's not on YouTube. So there's a little give and take there. Hopefully at some point, it'll all come together. And then the last thing I have for you is just letting you know what the latest videos are on Marketing Masterminds. We have a separate YouTube channel, Marketing Masterminds. You'll see it there at the bottom. And this is where we put out product how-tos, tutorials, how to implement a concept with screenshots, walking you through things step-by-step, explaining them in the context for a small business owner, which I think is pretty cool because Canva works for everybody. So the 10 tutorials that I put out, it's one video with 10 quick tutorials in it, showing you how you can use all these different features of Canva, where they are, what they are to get you started. But I do it from a business owner's perspective, meaning, why is this good for my business? Oh, that's why. And you can start implementing those. And the other one is I have started going down this ChatGPT rabbit hole journey. I'm going to call it a journey on figuring out how to use this really cool AI to support a business, to support your side hustle, your home-based business, whatever you're doing, this tool can help you. It's like a little mini assistant. I did a whole episode on that. So that's going to be linked into the show notes for this video on YouTube and on the website. But this particular video walks you through, if you are using ChatGPT to help you build and create articles that are useful and helpful, to avoid plagiarism. You don't want to spend all that time using it to assist you to create an article that only has plagiarism in it and that gets devalued or pushed down by Google in the search. And so the process that I walk you through is pretty quick, pretty simple, and it makes that article plagiarism bulletproof, I like to say. Okay, so that is the news for March. I hope you found it useful and helpful. If you're looking for more content until next month, then I highly recommend signing up for the Marketing Masterminds newsletter. Each newsletter is like a little mini learning module. I have a subject. There is a video that is front and center about what that subject is. It could be email marketing, could be ChatGPT, it could be anything. And then in addition to that video, I also put in articles that we've written, other videos, podcast episodes that support the subject. So you get a more well-rounded understanding of whatever that subject is. And each one has its own different value. So scan that QR code, sign up. 1 to 2 of them go out a month. There's always something for everybody. Those that are already on the newsletter love getting them every single month. They share them with other business owners that they know. And so hopefully you have an amazing March, and I will see you in April for the next marketing news update.